Hey Scorpio, hope you're doing good. This is your first time to my channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you. This will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also check your ascending sign. If you don't know that placement, I will leave a link below so that you can get your natal chart. I do not read natal charts currently. There are people out there that do specific natal charting for your specific birth time. Just search it, Google search it. Hopefully you can, excuse me, find out. This is where it's set up for me, but I've been called, my spirit has been called, my soul has been called to do a reading for Scorpio, so that is what I'm going to do. I am an intuitive reader, and I do utilize different decks, but I just go by what I'm called to deliver, and I utilize spirit to guide me and display your message. So, all right, something with travel. I don't know if you guys are traveling right now. Oh, and let me make this other disclaimer. If this does not apply to you, there are tons and tons and tons of readers out there that you can get in contact with, and they are awesome, and they may work better for your soul and connect with you better. And they may not. They may be just a small key to unlocking a door on your pathway. And if there's things that apply, take them. And if not, let it fly. Yep. So, excuse me. All right. Let's get into it. Ooh. Let me see that. Let me get the angle right. My lighting. Nice. Got a new O-ring. I like it, but I'm gonna have to get my setup right. Oh. Excuse me, guys. Metamorphosis. I feel like some of you guys are traveling. You might be moving. Y'all moving into a new place, across the country, across the state, out of states, to a different country. You might be just shifting mindset too. Some of you guys might be moving towards water. Picking up a hobby, swimming, maybe. I don't know. Coming together. It's the second card out. Ooh, solitude. Wide open. Dragon's lair. Holy Scorpio, this is an interesting one. Let's check this out. I can already feel like it's getting heavy. Have you guys got some bottled up energy? Maybe you want to tell somebody something. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Bone Collector. This talks about you being the one to make that decision, to ultimately have the last say-so. Let's see what this is about. I don't know if man, for you guys in relationships, I really don't know if this is gonna last. I know I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but this is for those of you who are in relationships. Before you make another step, a big step that will affect you financially, because I feel like you're already affected emotionally, pause. Pause for like 2 weeks. And the reason I say that is because I got a solitude card. And then not only that, I also feel you need to take that pause. And I don't feel like it's because you don't love this person. I feel like you love them too much, or, well, I don't really feel like that's possible, but I feel like you love them and you're putting too much energy and they're not giving any energy back. And I feel like you're not being reciprocated for your time and sacrifices that you've made. Clarify metamorphosis for Scorpio. Clarify metamorphosis for Scorpio. Ooh. Okay. I got risk and understanding. This girl is like free. In the understanding card, she looks free too. She looks like she gave everything up, like, you know what? Let me go ahead and change my life real quick. And for you guys who are not in relationships, I mean, for you guys who are not in relationships, allow yourself to bloom. Yes, we're in Libra season right now. But there's something that is on the horizon for you. And I feel like there's something that is arising within you. I feel like you've been suppressing your talent for a long time. I feel like you've been holding back. And for you guys who are in relationships, I also feel like you've been holding out on yourself by giving that energy to someone else. And it's not fair. And for you guys who are also in relationships, you may have been giving this energy to your partner, and your children may have been affected by how things are happening. So I feel like your children are being taken care of, but I feel like because their mother or their father is not being reciprocated with that same love that they feel that lack that their mother has or their father has. When you are a father or a mother and you go into a relationship, even if you guys are both the parents of that child or children, they can always feel when something is off. So if it really is affecting your children at this point, choose their sanity, choose their wholeness and their capability of sensing these things, and understand that they need you to be healthy in order for their life to be complete. Because even though they're well dressed and well fed and a roof over their head and without a worry in the world, believe me, children are some of the most sensitive to energies and frequencies as far as anybody on this planet. Children. And then I also feel like when we go back to that adolescent state of releasing things that no longer serve us, we become like children ourselves. And that is a beautiful place to be, because you have the maturity of an adult, yet you have that heart and that lightheartedness of a child. So yeah, that is just for like a specific group of you out there. Back to these single Scorpios. I feel like if you have been with someone or dating someone or seeing someone, I feel like you're kind of skeptical about them. Maybe just analyze them a little bit more, date them a little bit more, get to know them a little bit more, because as you get to know them more, you'll ultimately get to know yourself too. That's our purpose here on Earth. Clarify, come together for Scorpios. Our purpose here on Earth is to get to know ourselves. Fulfillment. I feel like this relationship for you singles is going to definitely bring forth, even if it's not a relationship, I feel like you'll definitely get to know yourself better through this. What you like, what you don't like. Ooh. I didn't even ask for that. Ugh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I was thinking, but I didn't say it out loud. But that goes to show you. So you think, so you are. Or so it comes, so it manifests. I was thinking about solitude, which is the next card in the lineup. And I got the card Invisible and Oath. And both of these talk about being in solitude, being grounded in something, being secluded. So an oath is something that you hold really close to you, and when you're in solitude, you get to know yourself a lot more because you don't have all those worldly distractions. Man, and then invisible is like kind of seeing like out of sight, out of mind. I feel like for the people out there who are in a relationship and I told you to hold back because you're giving too much, you're gonna start seeing some shit that's like, oh man, out of sight, out of mind. When I stop doing for them, they're gonna stop doing for me. I don't feel like the little bit that they were doing for you, when you stop doing for them just a little bit, I mean like slightly below what you've been giving, they gonna try to go get fed somewhere else. And well, you know what? That's just universe telling you, let that shit go. Let it go. Okay. Ooh, and the warrior came out, but you're strong. You need this, and I feel like it's going to hurt for the ones whose relationship does not prosper off of you moving away from them. It wasn't supposed to work, and this was just a lesson. This was just a lesson in your on your path, in your purpose. Clarify wide open. Clarify wide open. As soon as you let go, success is gonna reign. This goes for singles and ones in relationship. You've been blocking someone who's been telling you this. Someone's already told you, let this person go. And for the singles, someone has told you, stop holding out and dimming your light. Let your light shine. It's so hard for some of us to let our light shine. And I also feel like there are individuals who sometimes don't necessarily feel good when your light shines because you feel like other people get uncomfortable. I've been there, and I still struggle with allowing my light to shine. I'm getting better at it every day. Part of it is because I have a daughter. Part of it is because I'm a mother. And when you are a parent to a child, you really have to be mindful of your energy. This all goes back to energy. You have to be mindful of your energy. Let your shit shine, man. Let it shine. And yeah, you're only going to be uncomfortable for a little while. When I first like really started to let my light shine, I was like, oh, seeing people and they're like, yes, Raven, do that shit, but their energy backing that was like hater. And I felt like they only encouraged me because it sounded good. I feel like they only encouraged me on like a cliche, good job, pat on the back, good job, Raven, you know. And I'm not saying that it wasn't appreciated, but it's really hard for my soul to accept fake love, and because I'm just not a rude person, and it's really hard for me to be rude. I just thank them and continue to go on, because if their energy behind it, if their aura shines differently from what they're verbally saying and what they're telling me, then I just say, okay, well, it is what it is, and that's their karma for putting out false energy and telling someone good job, and they really are not thankful and not grateful and not appreciative of someone's soul. So, you know, there'll be people who are in that energy, and you just kind of have to brush them off and don't feed them. When you don't feed it, it doesn't grow. When you don't feed it, doesn't grow. Yep. Ooh, clarify Dragon's Lair. Man, that's an icy world right there. Ooh, vision. Keep your shit to yourself. Keep your shit to yourself. And don't blow, for the ones who are in relationships, and when that other person decide, I'm trying to tell you, like, this is for someone very specifically. When they decide that they don't want to help you and they're not going to give any more to you because you're not giving any more to them, don't be like, oh, see, I knew you wasn't gonna be doing this, and I knew you was gonna start doing this, and I knew you wasn't gonna do that no more as soon as I stopped. Don't even say shit. Bow out gracefully. So, you know what, this isn't gonna work for me, and I wish you well. I wish you well, and mean it. And don't say it unless you mean it. So if you don't mean it, then if you are still in that state of animosity where you feel like somebody owe you something because you gave so much, I don't know, I guess say that, but I really feel like you shouldn't say that. I'm encouraging you not to say that. I'm encouraging you to heal, and be smarter, so then next time you know better, and next time maybe they know better too, or not, but at least you learn your lesson. Clarify strength. Clarify strength. Ooh, fledging. I want to read this to you. This is, man, I love this card. But I love it for the reason of what it actually stands for. Let me show you the card first. This goes along with the singles and ones in relationships, because it has like so much meaning behind it, and it can be interpreted a lot of different ways. But I personally like this writer's and this creator's interpretation. This comes out of the deck for other people who want to know, who are in just other readers. It comes from the Wisdom House of Night deck. So this is by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. Oracle cards. Love them. When you receive the symbol of the fledging, know that you are blessed with a time of learning new things. This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Know that this is a time for being gentle with yourself as you step into step into your destiny. Where's Mercury at right now? Is it in retrograde? Because my technology has been going out. My communication has been blah, blah, blah. Okay. Excuse me, back to this. Now is the time for you to be gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you are meant to be. When the fledgling appears to you, it is a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and willingness to learn and discover. I was just saying, as you embrace this change, for the ones who are in relationships, for the ones who are not in relationships, embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it, because this is a part of your purpose. Don't get caught up in the fact that things didn't work out. Get caught up in the fact that you're still here. Be grateful in the fact that you're still alive. Be grateful and hopefully that you are in good health, and heal your soul some more. If you have the opportunity to see these things, if you have the opportunity to heal yourself, do that. Do that, which I always feel like there's time to heal. Always. Something always needs to be healed. From the day that we're born, we're destined to die. And I mean only on the fleshly realm. And you should make sure that you're taking care of your health. And as far as your soul never dies. But you do get wounded along the way. And so you do need to take time, just like a broken ankle or a skinned knee or a headache. You need to take time and figure out why these things happened. Why do I have headaches? Am I not drinking enough water? Why did I skin my knee? Did I not tie my shoe tight enough? Was I just walking carelessly? Why did I hurt my ankle? Did I get injured by some kind of outside source that I put myself in a situation where I was subjected to it? Think about these things. Think about all these things. Clarify into the unknown for Scorpio. Confidence. Okay, I can't make this up. Into the unknown. She's manifesting with a blindfold. Confidence. She's holding this horse, and just by the reins, ever so lightly, and she just has her hand on his mouth, and she's smiling. And she looks like she knows something. That goes back to that vision. Stay focused. Know who you are. Stand in your confidence. Next card, clarifying, is spark. Clarify spark. And be firm in your decisions, whatever you make. For you guys who are dating, or maybe not dating, maybe you guys are focusing on yourself. Those single Scorpios. I almost said Libra. You might be dating a Libra. You might be a Libra Scorpio cusper. Hi, cuspers. Spark. When you take off, there will be a whirlwind. This is chaos. It will look like it's not going to be right. It will look like it's a disaster. It will look like things are not going to fall in place. Clarify chaos. Clarify chaos for Scorpio. Individuality. This is your path. So you choose. You choose how this goes. When you see things turning upside down as you get the ball rolling, you personalize how you want your life to be designed. And also know that just because it looks a certain way, and maybe let's say you want to be an accountant, and all the other accountants had these uh, glory stories and these, you know, these stories about how they became an accountant, and it was like this happened, then this happened, then this happened, and then this happened, and then I was an accountant, and then I did this, and I'm successful, and I'm happy. Your story may not be that, and that's what I see with this chaos card. Your testimony is not going to be that. Your testimony is going to be totally different. It's individual. It's not going to be the same. And that's what makes it special, is because you will be able to share a story about something in your life and how your path went, and you can encourage someone else. You can be able to share with someone else, hey, this is what happened to me, this is how it happened, and this is how I got the fuck up out of there, out of a rut, and this is how I handled this, and this is how I pulled myself up by the bootstraps and kept pushing. And for you guys who are in a really good place right now and none of this applies to you, know that your path is right. I don't really necessarily think that we encounter things just by coincidence. I believe that it all is within our purpose. Clarify encouragement. Clarify encouragement. You're not trapped. I don't read reversals usually, but this came out this way and my soul compelled me to tell you that you're not trapped. This came out upside down. Clarify trapped. That's why I'm going to clarify it, because I don't read reversals. I just rather would clarify with another card. You're not trapped. That's it. You're encouraged and you're not trapped. That was the conclusion card. And remember I was talking about your story and how your story is for you? This card has chapter 1, a blank page, and then on the other book it has the end. You get to decide on what is written in between those words. I don't know if you guys have ever read the poem The Dash. Go read that. Google it. Just type it into Google, The Dash, or Yahoo, or whatever you want. Your search engine is. The Dash is talks about how, like, basically what do you do with your time here, and that's the only thing that matters. But go read it. It's a really good poem. Clarify Bone Collector. This is the High Priestess of Spirit. Get in tune with your soul, whatever that means to you. Get in tune with your Creator, God Force, whatever you call it. Get in tune with that. Get in tune with that. I'm going to pull you a couple of Love Your Inner Goddess. And so this could go for male or female. These readings are non-gender specific. So take it and change the verbiage for males if this is for my males. Starborn. This is one of my newer decks. She looks groovy. Even the sun doesn't know it's a star. Just shine, baby. I'm gonna read it out of the book too because it's one of my newer ones. Let's see what it says. In a reading, you have a strong spiritual connection with the universe. Trust your intuition and your inner feelings about things, especially when your inner feeling is at odds with the appearance of something. I told you it's not gonna look like what it is. Sometimes it is when it seems like the least is happening that the most important thing is actually taking place. You just cannot see it yet. You have a special and deeply spiritual life purpose to fulfill. You cannot get there with logic and planning. Your spirit knows how to guide you, and the universe knows how to support you. Following your heart along your spiritual path is going to lead you to your best, brightest, and most beautiful success. There's stardust in your soul. The earth loves you, and you are meant to be here. But you may feel in your heart that you come from some other place. Human behavior may not always make sense to you. Man, I'm trying to tell you, if y'all dealing with people and they just not hitting that spot, I mean, this could be in so many different ways. This could be sexually, this could be mentally, where they're just not stimulating you. This could be where you have friends that have been friends for years and you just ain't feeling them right now. Solitude. It may sometimes seem unnecessarily cruel or selfish as you let go, as you yourself fall deeper in love with the earth, enjoying creativity and beauty. You'll learn to hear her in your heart. You'll understand your purpose and why you choose to bring your starry-eyed soul to her as a human, living the earth you are meant to be living on. You'll realize that there are certain ways that you can help others to open up to the wisdom that your heart already knows. We cannot always, you cannot always understand why things are the way that they are, but we can always make a positive contribution towards healing and change. Your life mission is to be happily you. Your life's mission is to be happily you. Your life's mission is to be happily you. In the ways that you feel most true. To fall in love with your life here on earth. Just as much as you feel love in your soul for the heavenly stars. You are meant to be here, shining as a beautiful, loving star on earth. You can go through this exercise by feeling and imagining and pretending, but you need to be you. Gaze at the stars and understand that you are one. You are no different. That's another star-born soul, just like you, when you see these stars. You are just as bright as these stars. Relax and gaze at the stars above. Okay. That is, oh, got one more, excuse me. One more encouraging word for you, Scorpio. Let your light shine. I said that at the beginning of the reading with the first Metamorphosis card. Let your light shine. And if you're in a healthy relationship, continue to let your light shine. Don't let nobody stop you. Vortex card for Scorpio. Vortex card for Scorpio. Billions of us are living in perfect diversity. The diversity of your planet is of tremendous value and benefit because from variety springs all new ideas and expansion. Without the diversity, there would be complacency and endedness. You are billions of people living the perfect diversity just as you knew you would, constantly asking for improvement and thereby setting up for the next generation the improved life experience. If you understood that and no longer clamored for the one right way to live, things would go better for you sooner. Remember when I just said, so what, things don't look like how someone's told you their path looked? So what? This is your story. And the sooner that you are comfortable with how your story is unfolding, the more you will shine because it's you. You're an individual. My uncle calls it a nova, supernova. You know, not everybody's like that, but for the ones who have sparks inside of them and have things that really need to be brought to this world, light needs to be shined on things, shine, shine, and live through your chaos. Live through this. And as soon as you break out of that shell, you won't even feel chaotic anymore. You'll feel empowered. You'll feel like it'll be exhilarating. It'll be like just freeing. You'll be like, oh my gosh, why did I not just love myself sooner? Why did I not start just doing the things that I love sooner? Why did I not take on these things that have been boiling in my brain and just stirring in my soul? These are money-making opportunities. Why did I not break away from these things that are just draining me emotionally, financially, spiritually? Why did I not just get away from this? You'll wonder, and somebody out there has a habit. I'll just say that, a habit that is causing your bank account to be depleted. I don't know what kind of habit that is, but I feel like you need to get a grip on that, and if you need to seek some kind of counseling, do that. Some of you guys have childhood trauma. I did see that up earlier. I forgot to mention that, but heal those childhood wounds, because you don't want to pass those on to further generations, and more importantly, you just don't want to live with those without having them resolved and being able to face them. And if you feel like they're too hard to face alone, reach out to someone. And if you feel like you have no one to reach out to, believe me, start meditating and your healing will come. If you're going to be in solitude and you feel like you need to talk to someone, but you have no one to reach out to, that's the universe telling you that your best friend is inside of you. Okay, Scorpio, do your thing. Do your thing. You come in, it's your season. Get a grip on this stuff, and I will be opening up for personal readings soon. Give me time. I'm working with the universe on that. And thank you for coming to my channel, and thank you for supporting. If you could, and if you would be so kind to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.